Okay, let's create a menu layout and define our bottom navigation view items inside the menu layout. To do this, I right-click on the resource section and I select New Android resource file. In the file name section, I give a name to my layout. For example, I type navigation_menu. And in the resource type section, I select menu. I click OK, and as you see, our menu layout has been created. I go to the text section, and inside the menu tag, I'm going to define my bottom navigation view items. I open an item tag. For my first item, I define an ID, @ID / nearby_ID. I give it a title, for example, nearby. I hit Alt and return, extract string resource, and OK. Now I'm going to define my items icon. I go to materialdesignicons.com and I search for map. This icon, Map Maker Circle. I click on it and then select Advanced Export. I set its size to 24, its color to black, and I click Icon to download it. Once the icon is downloaded, I go to the Downloads folder, copy the icon, then I return to Android Studio and paste it inside the drawable folder. I name it Nearby. Here you can view the icon that you have pasted inside the drawable folder. Now inside my item tag, I add the Android:icon attribute and set its value to @drawable / nearby. I close the item tag with /. I add my next item, and for its ID I type @ID / favorites_ID. I define a title for my item. I type favorites. I press Alt and return, extract string resource, and OK. Now I'm going to define an icon for my second item. I return to materialdesignicons.com and I search for heart. I select this icon, Advanced Export, size 24, foreground black, and download. I copy the new icon from the Downloads folder and I paste it inside the drawable folder in Android Studio. And I rename it to FAV, short for favorites. Here's our icon. I specify the icon for my second item, @drawable / FAV. And I close my second item with /. I add my third item. I give it an ID, @ID / 'recents_ID. I give it a title, recents, then I press Alt and return, extract string resource, and OK. Now it's time to set its icon. I return to materialdesignicons.com, and this time for my recents item, I search for history. I select this icon, advanced export, size 24, foreground black, and download. Once the icon is downloaded, I go to the downloads folder and copy it. Then I return to Android Studio and paste it inside the drawable folder. I also rename it to recents. Now I pass the icon to my item using the Android::icon attribute, @drawable/recents. So we defined 3 items inside our menu layout, and now we are going to specify in what order from right to left our items are to be arranged. To do this, for every item I add a new attribute, Android::order in category. I start from the nearby item. This item will be the third item from the left. So, for order in category, I enter 3. Favorites is my second item, for which I enter 2. For the recents item, I enter 1. This means that my first item from the left will be recents, the second one will be favorites, and my third item will be nearby. We can figure that using the order in category attribute. Now I'm done with the menu layout. I close it and I return to the activity main layout. Next, inside my bottom navigation view, I reference my menu layout. So after the Android background attribute, I type app::menu. I import app to my layout by pressing Alt and return. For its value, I pass the menu layout that I have created, @menu/navigation_menu. As you can see, our items have been placed in our bottom navigation. Now let's take a look at our app on the emulator. Alright, our application was successfully launched on the emulator. As you can see, our items are displayed in our bottom navigation, and when I click each item, that item is activated and the 2 other items are deactivated. There's a question here though, And that's why is our bottom navigation placed under the toolbar rather than being displayed at the bottom of our application. To solve this problem and display my bottom navigation at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to define a coordinator layout and place my bottom navigation inside it. I stop the emulator and I go to the activity main layout. Inside relative layout and before bottom navigation view, I'm going to define a coordinator layout. I type android.support.design.widget.coordinator layout. My coordinator layout requires a height and a width. In the previous section, I set these attributes to match parent. And I close my coordinator layout completely. Now I cut the ending tag of the coordinator layout and I paste it after my bottom navigation view. This way, my bottom navigation view will be placed inside my coordinator layout. So far, what we did was create a coordinator layout and place our bottom navigation view inside the coordinator layout. After my bottom navigation view's ID attribute, I type Android:layout_gravity. Since I want my bottom navigation view to be displayed at the bottom of the screen, for the value of the layout gravity attribute, I type bottom. As you can see in the previous section, the bottom navigation is now displayed at the bottom of the screen. Now let's check out the result on the emulator. As you can see, our bottom navigation was moved from under the toolbar to the bottom of the screen. So far, we partially implemented a bottom navigation. That's enough for this lecture. In the next lecture, we will customize our bottom navigation and change the colors of different parts of it. So make sure you follow bottom navigation tutorials in the next lecture.